Hey folks, what do you do on the homestead when it's a miserable, rainy, stormy day? We've got little floods going on out here. Well, I'm going to go ahead and plant the garden, buy some seeds, or order some seeds, and see what our garden's going to look like for the next year. So let's go on in the house to the studio and see what we're going to do. Okay, so I moved back in and we'll talk about my seed selection process and what I go through. And this will be third time's a charm. This is the third time I made this video. First time I forgot to push the record button. It's probably one of the best videos I ever made too, lost. Yeah, I went to download the footage and it couldn't find it, and then I realized what I'd done. Second time the battery camera died, so at some point, so I lost all that. So this is the third time, so third time's a charm, so hopefully we get through this, and I should be pretty good practice with it. So, but I'm gonna kind of go through my process here and how I decide what to do and what to buy, sort of our seeds go for the garden. And I start with the seeds I had left over from last year, and I sort them out and see if they're still good. Like some of them, I threw a bunch of them away because it was like 2 or 3 years old, and so I'm gonna make sure they're all viable. You know, once you get to a certain point, your germination rate goes way down. So all these are from last year, or 1 year old. There's a couple of them might be 2 years old. I usually don't try to keep things over 2 years old, even though some seeds you can, I guess, for up to 10 years, I guess, if you wanted to. But had a lot of cantaloupe left over. I only planted a few last year, so I mean that's a good. Had a bunch of squash left over, so I'm not buying any more squash. Had a little bit of okra left over, but I'll get into that in a minute. I had one package of Celebrity plus tomatoes, and that's one of my favorites. And I had a few of the Camaros left over, and I had to order some more. I'll get into that too. So this was a really good tomato in the high tone. So you can see what I got. A few things. Well, these cucumbers, I didn't much care for these. They're from Hair Seed, and they're double yield organic. I just didn't think they did good. I didn't hardly get a very good yield out of them, and as my other ones, so you know, I got a lot of Dasher 2 left over. I got enough of those, so I'm not like to buy any more slices of cucumbers, but I am going to do some other stuff, and we'll talk about that. So that's where I get started. So I spread all this out, see where I'm at, what I got left over. Then I start ordering. This whole process, I probably had about 6 hours into this. So this is my process. So once I decide what I got and what I need, then I start looking through the catalogs. And this year I started with Baker Creek. So I just ordered a few peppers from Baker's Creek. That's really, they don't really have a lot of bulk stuff for me, but just a few things I like to try, like the Ship 2 or whatever they're called. And there's a couple of Italian peppers that I'm gonna grow, and I'm gonna grow, and I'm trying some okra they got. It's called Heavy Hitter. And that's one thing I'm gonna try. My okra, you know, if you watch the channel, you know I saved my okra seed from the last year's, and I think this is probably the 3rd or 4th year that I've had an okra seed that I've saved. And last year it didn't turn out very good, so I think it's at the end of that saving life. So I'm gonna start over with those. So I'm getting it's called Heavy Hitter, and I got some other stuff too, and I'll go over that when I get to it. But that's what I'm ordering from Baker Creek, and it's just a couple of things. So some of my big buys is from Rupp. Let's start with those. At the end, I'll tell you how much I'm going to spend on all this. I haven't sent it off yet. Just got all my stuff filled out. I'll sleep on this overnight, and then I'll mail it out Monday. So usually, you know, I've been buying a lot of stuff from Seedway. I mean, big stuff. I mean, big buys, and I went up on our shipping this year, and I just decided I'd try something different. Everybody else is a little cheaper, so let's start with Rupp, and they're a really good company. And so what I did too, before I ever got started back when I was healing from my surgery, I went on the University of Tennessee agricultural website, and they have a list of vegetables, a variety of vegetables that's really good, like for East Tennessee, Middle Tennessee, West Tennessee. So I did the research because seeds are getting so expensive. It's hard to experiment a whole lot nowadays. So so I took all the stuff that I grow: beans, beets, broccoli, cabbage, carrots, all that stuff. I'm doing what they recommend this year. And we'll see corn, sweet corn, and we'll see how it turns out. So, but I'm getting trying a different kind of bean that they recommend, a bush bean. Of course, what I'm most excited about this year growing is we're going to try root crops again. I mean, I've never had any real good success with them, but I've never went with the stuff that they recommended. So I'm going to grow some beets, some carrots again, broccoli, cabbage, and lettuce, and that's all my cold crops, and see how they do. But we're really excited, and of course that's one thing about being a farmer. You gotta be optimist. So we always think things are going to turn out good. But anyway, so I'm getting red ace beets from them, some green magic broccoli, blue vantage cabbage. The carrot they recommend is called a bolero, so I'm getting that from them. Dwarf green okra, so that's one of the different ones I'm going to try, one of the different types of okra. So I'm doing 4 types of okra this year. We'll see which one turns out best. And a couple of pumpkins and some Cherokee purple seeds, which I think I'm going to try to have some plant sales when I get the greenhouse done. Hopefully, we'll start selling some plants like some tomato, pepper. We'll start kind of small and see how it goes. But Cherokee purple is one of the plants I'm going to sell. And I really hadn't had much luck growing Cherokee purple here till last year. And we grew it in the high tone and it did really good. So we're going to put it again in the high tone. So I'm going to do a little bit different. I'm going to do the only 2 indeterminates I grow tomato wise. It's going to be mortgage lifter and Cherokee purple. And I'll put them in the same row, and that way we can put the trellis in, because they grow tall. They need trellising. So my 3rd seed catalog, and I ordered from them last year at the end of the season. Like I ordered all my pumpkins from them, and ordered some more squash. I ordered them cucumbers, which I don't like. Something else I ordered, but anyway. So this is Harris. It's their commercial seeds. I have really good luck with them. Some seed companies I'm not having any good luck. I don't know if I should say or not, but I'm not going to say. But one of them's a pretty big name, and somebody I watch on YouTube a lot. I ordered seeds from them one time, and they're pricey, really pricey. But they didn't germinate worth 10 cents. So anyway, so from Harris, my big thing is, like I was saying about my tomatoes. I don't have just a few tomatoes for the high tunnel, so I'm going with what going with what UT Ag said. It's called a Primo Red. So I'm getting them from Harris, and I'm pretty excited about them. It's supposed to be a pretty good tomato. But 100 seeds cost $26. And I think the Camaros 100 seeds are like $18. So when you get these fancy hybrids, tomato-wise, they get pricey. I'm also growing a new pumpkin that the guy that watches the channel recommended. He grows pumpkins a lot, so it's called a Kratos. And I'm trying a different slicing cucumber too, one that the UT recommends. They also recommend Dasher too, but this is called a Speedway. So I'm buying some of those, and the sweet corn they recommend, which is several, but this is one like a really fine, small quantity is called Montauk. And I'm gonna try it and see. Like I said, I've never had really good luck growing sweet corn, and maybe it's because I'm not picking the right stuff. So that's some of the stuff I'm pretty excited about from Harris, and they're a good company. This has been my main company for 4 or 5 years, and Quilly seed. Last year the shipping was $3. This year it's $12, unless you go over $100. And when I filled it out, I was running the $80 mark, so $12 would be $92. So I just added some more stuff to it to get the seeds instead of the shipping. But the main thing I need out of them is that pickling cucumber. It's called a Demont, and this is one of the only places they have it. They have a new Blue Lake bean too that I'm pretty excited about, so I got a few of the seeds of those we're going to try. I usually get their zucchinis, and another tomato I'm getting from them is called Jolene, and it's recommended by UT, so I just got a few seeds of those and try them. And I've got a bunch of herbs that I'm getting, so I want to do some fresh herb sales like in a pot too, and we're going to use them in our soaps. So I'm going to go all like stuff we grow here in our soaps. So I'm getting basil, lavender, lemon mint, peppermint, rosemary, sage, thyme, and I've also going to order some dill. I'm going to try to grow some dill so we can make our own, use it with our dill pickles. So pretty excited about that too. So I've got just a few peppers here. Pepper seeds, I don't know why, like a bell pepper seed, just a regular old bell pepper, it's really high this year. I don't ever remember being this high, so I just got just a few peppers, and I had some left over, so I'm pretty lucky there, but I don't know why, but I've been growing, usually I've been buying plants, order them, and they come here in a box, and I've had really good luck with that up to last year. So last year they kind of did me wrong, so I'm gonna grow everything. I'm gonna try to grow everything we grow this year from seed here on this farm, starting in our greenhouse. But I will go to maybe the two local high schools and buy a few things. But I just like to support them, even though it's not that big a deal. But they usually have some pretty good stuff, and I'll go there and buy a few plants, and everything besides those I'm gonna grow or try to grow here. So that's one of our big goals this year. Other big goal is to have a vegetable stand down at the end of the road. So we're trying to get out and go into the farmer's market. So hopefully all this stuff we can sell down there, and that's one of our really big goals. So our big goals this year is grow all our plants, the roots and cold crops we want to try, hopefully do good, and have sales here at the farm. So that's the big thing, and we're going to try to work that. Of course, I'm going to make some changes down, even in the high tones, we're going to make some changes. In the big gardens, we're going to make some changes. The little garden out behind the house, we're going to grow potatoes and sweet potatoes in it. So we got a plan, and we're going to try to execute it, hopefully. So, but going to the total, let's see if I'm getting, I'm ordering some mortgage lifter seeds from Twilly, and I've got quite a few of those, so I'm gonna try to do some of those sales too. So probably do some celebrity, and I don't know what all I got here. Yeah, I've got a few celebrity. I got several celebrity plus seeds, so I'll grow some of those to sell, and I'll grow a lot of them down in the fields. Cherokee purples, mortgage lifters, and then we'll try to do some bell peppers. Maybe a few hot peppers, I don't know. So that's our plan. So total for all the seeds that we're going to order, and they don't count the ones I've already had. So is $336. That's shipping and everything. The only thing I have to ship with is RUP. I've got a coupon for a free shipping from Harris. So I mean, it's pretty much, I think I was like $290, $300 last year. So it's went up quite a bit. And I don't even know how much I've got here already. If I had to order all of it, it'd probably be $400. So, but that's all right. We'll make it. So if you have any questions, you can leave a comment and I'll try to help or answer any questions you have. We do a live every Monday night at 8 o'clock Eastern time, so you can go on there and we answer questions. People chat with us, and I'll be glad to answer any question about any kind of seeds if I can help you with it, what we're going to do and how things turned out. So we've been working on the greenhouse a little bit, and so I'm not going to do another video on it. I'm doing some of this as we go along, but till we get pretty close to getting finished on it. So and we don't like much, we're getting there. So hope you liked the video. If you have any questions, like I said, you can leave a comment, send me an email, come to the live and ask the questions. Support your local farmer. Hit that subscribe button. I need all the subscribers I can get. Give me a thumbs up, hit that notification bell, and hopefully we'll see you Monday night at 8. Support your local farmer. We'll see you down on the farm in the next video.